I'm Geoff from GC2 Photo Club, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set shutter speed priority on your camera and how to use it for creative effect. Let's have a look at the camera. The shutter speed on your lens controls how long or the duration of time that light is passed through your lens and onto your camera's sensor or onto the film. By controlling the duration of time that a shutter speed is open for and that the camera is recording light, we can either freeze motion or blur motion for creative and artistic effect. If an object is moving quickly, such as a car or an aeroplane, and we want to record them sharply, we can set a fast shutter speed, such as 1,000th of a second, to freeze the motion, as in this image here. If we want to blur the motion in order to emphasize the speed and catch the essence of a fast moving object, such as a dancer spinning, or to catch the atmosphere of moving water, as in this photo here, we can use a slow shutter speed, such as 1/2 of a second or more, or as in this image, which was actually shot at a shutter speed of 6 seconds. You can also pan your camera to keep a fast moving object sharp, but also blur the background, as in this image here. A shutter speed of about 1/30th of a second or 1/15th of a second is a good place to start. Panning means that you track an object with your camera as it moves across your view and gently pressing your shutter as you move the camera to follow the subject. In this photograph we used a shutter speed of 1/15th of a second. Here you can see that if I manually set the shutter speed on this large format lens to 125th of a second, then set the shutter, when I fire the shutter, it's only open for that split second, 125th of a second. If I now change the setting to a full second, set the shutter, when I fire the shutter you can see that the light passes through it for a complete second. The benefit of using shutter speed priority is that you can make creative decisions about how you would like to record motion and then let your camera set an aperture to give you the correct exposure. This allows you to concentrate on capturing the movement in the image as you see it creatively without having to worry about the technicalities of taking light readings and manually adjusting the aperture. This is how you set your camera to shutter speed priority. This is a Canon EOS 5D Mark II, and on this you've got this wheel here that you just rotate, a couple of clicks like that, set it on TV, that's shutter speed priority set for you. Here's how to set shutter speed priority on this Nikon D300. You have a button here that says mode. You press and hold that down and scroll this wheel until it's on S to set shutter speed priority. To sum up, by setting the shutter speed on your camera, you can control the way your image records movement, either as a blur or as frozen motion. By setting the shutter speed together with the camera's aperture, you can control the amount of time that light is passed through your lens and the amount of light that is passed onto your sensor, thus controlling the exposure for any given ISO. By setting the shutter speed priority on your camera, in this case with this Canon it's TV for shutter speed priority, and then setting your desired shutter speed, the camera will then automatically work out the aperture required to give you the correct exposure for any given ISO. To understand more about ISO, aperture and manually controlling exposure, see our video tutorials on these subjects. Hope you found that tutorial useful. Please go to our website gc2photoclub.com for more videos and information. I'm Geoff from GC2 Photo Club. Hope to see you again soon.